welcome on board. This is Anisha here. Finally, NMIMS has released its NMAT cutoffs for this year. It is a little higher than what it was last year, which we had predicted to expect a couple of marks. If you guys remember, 2 marks plus or minus I'd mentioned, and more expected towards on the plus side, because this time the competition was higher. We had way more number of applications and a lot of students getting good scores above 260. So please go ahead, log on to your NMIMS dashboard. In your dashboard where you had seen your registration form, your admit card, everything, just log in to the same section. I will put the link in the description as well for all of you to see and check it out. Then click on the WATPI call letter. See, when you log in, after that you will see something here called as WATPI call letter. ठीक है, इस पे क्लिक करो, आपका WATPI call letter open up हो जाएगा. Here you have all the details with respect to your marks and what are you shortlisted for. Okay, so I'll quickly show you the cutoffs for each and every program and campus. You can take a quick screenshot of this as well and keep. So yeah, so this is where we are right now. Looking at this, we see NMIMS Mumbai and HR program. The overall cutoff is 234, which was 232 last year. Sectional cutoffs, LR 71, language skills 76, quant 71. Quant's cutoff has gone much higher. Last year it was 65. I know a lot of people were very skeptical about their quants and were saying it was tougher, but if you look at the overall pool of candidates, it has done very well. So that's why there's a jump in the sectional cutoff for quants in this particular section this year as well. Okay, then we talk about the NMIMS Mumbai Business Analytics program. Overall 225, logical reasoning section 68, verbal section 70, quants 69. Digital transformation, if you look at the cutoffs overall for digital transformation, Bangalore and Navi Mumbai, for these 3 programs, the overall cutoff is 222. But sectional cutoff is different. Sectional cutoff for digital transformation is higher. This is now a part of the flagship SBM Mumbai campus. Okay, here LR 67, verbal 69, quants 66. That's the sectional cutoffs for the digital transformation program in the Mumbai main campus. Bangalore and Navi Mumbai also overall 222. Sectionals, LR is 65, verbal is 70, quants is 64. Pharma management, which is again in only the Mumbai campus, overall 185 and each of the sections 50. Hyderabad and Indore, 2 upcoming new campuses of NMIMS, we have overall 206 and each of the sections 60. So this is the cutoff which you have met. Okay. Now, very important is to make sure you know the next steps ahead. Don't skip out on any deadlines because there will be no exceptions, no extensions provided to all of you. What you have to do is make sure you complete the registration process. Okay? Before I talk about the registration process, please, I hope all of you guys have noted this. It is mentioned there, venue is NMIMS Mumbai campus. So आपके सबके interviews, irrespective of the campus you are shortlisted for, is going to happen in the NMIMS Mumbai core campus in Villeparle, the big huge building that you have been seeing. सबका process वहीं पे होने वाला है. ठीक है? Now looking at what is the next step for the application process, we have something called as written analytical test, WAT, followed by Watson Glacier test and personal interview. Okay, your timelines are for these particular programs, when are the slots available? So for MBA Mumbai and HR, you have 31st Jan to 8th of February. Then for the other programs, it is 9th Feb to 23rd Feb. Pharma, it is 1st and 2nd March. Your other campuses programs also interviews, if you're shortlisted for Mumbai and HR, इसी के साथ में हो जाएगा. ठीक है? The timelines which you have to follow is you need to register for this entire next process which is there and pay 1,000 rupees for your NMIMS WATPI registration. Okay, this deadline is 24th of January, so please make sure you do not skip that out. Okay, you will have no extensions, remember that. What you have to now do is you have to keep in mind your preference in the current Watson PI from which you will have the preferences to give for each campus and the programs. So you have to make sure you give your final preference order in this particular form itself. Then the candidate has to meet all the sectional cutoffs for sure. Please ensure that the marks entered for educational qualifications are absolutely correct and they are aggregate basis of all the subjects, okay, not best scores. They have clearly mentioned that. तो बेस्ट ऑफ 5 नहीं कर सकते हम, 10th 12th ग्रेजुएशन सब में अच्छे से ऑल सब्जेक्ट्स के मार्क्स डालने हैं, ठीक है. Then you have to be make sure you present for the what and what's in PI. So obviously you'll have to come down to the Mumbai campus and do that, okay. The entire process they have given will take around 6 hours, so please plan your travel accordingly. It's the candidate's responsibility to make sure whether they are eligible for the program or not. Basically, for all the eligibility criteria for the analytics program is a little more specific. You have to be coming from the maths background, so make sure you keep that in mind, okay. Things you need to carry for your WATPI process: hard copy of the NMIMS MBA call letter, which is this WATPI call letter which we are going through. Original government photo identity proof. Also carry pen, pencil while coming for the whole process, okay. Certain important things which you need to keep in mind. 1. Work experience of the candidate after completion of graduation only will be considered. उसके पहले जो आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हो और साथ में work कर रहे हो, that is not counted as work ex, okay. Candidate work experience gained through family business will not be considered as a valid one. They have specifically mentioned that. Work experience where salary is paid in cash will not be considered. Training, internship, apprenticeship will not be considered as valid work experience during working as a training. Candidate work experience document will be verified by the third party, and if found incorrect or insufficient, the candidature of the student would be placed out of admission process. Admission until third party confirmation will be provisional. That is something which they have mentioned with respect to all of these things, ठीक है. Quickly telling you guys once again, what you have to do is make sure यहाँ पे जाके आप आगे की अपनी WATPI call letter के बाद जाके go to continue to WATPI form. Fill up the entire form. It will have details of your academic background, your professional experience, your work experience documents, and you have to make sure you are also with that doing your SOP and finish the application by 24th of January, which they have mentioned. The cost will be 1,000 rupees that needs to be paid. All right. You can check out the admissions document to know which campus, which program has how many number of seats, to have a fair idea about the same. We come down to our placement report to check, where we stand with respect to NMIMS Mumbai flagship program in HR, whether you should make sure you select that or not. That's something which we will decide at a later stage. अभी पहले shortlist आई है, complete करो सारी चीज़ें, ठीक है. Quickly running through the most important dates which we have to keep in mind. Registration for WATPI will be 20th to 24th of January. Like I mentioned, 1,000 rupees you have to pay and complete your WATPI form. WATPI will be conducted in different slots. For MBA Mumbai and HR program, it's 31st Jan to 8th of February. Bangalore, Navi Mumbai, Hyderabad, Indore, Business Analytics and Digital Transformation is 9th to 23rd Feb. MBA Pharma is 1st and 2nd of March. First merit list declaration of MBA Mumbai and MBA HR program will come on 16th of Feb. MBA other all campuses will come on 1st of March. Pharma will come on 17th of March. So 16th Feb जब बाकी सब लोगों के shortlist और calls आ रहे होंगे, आपका result भी आपके हाथ में होगा. So gear up for your WATPI process. If you have not yet started your interview preparation, it's high time you do it now. Log on to your dashboard. First thing first, make sure you start with building your interview answers, watching the videos, preparing your answers. Come to the non-IIM college dockets and pick out NMIMS campus document. Read all of these interview experiences to get a fair idea what kind of questions can be asked and how do I go about preparing for the same. This particular document has got 82 interview experiences. If you pick out any one of these experiences, what we can see is they have mentioned that the whole process was done around 12, okay, started at around 10 and finished up by 4. So 4 hours it was taken. What topic tha? Can India afford to lose women participation in labor works? And a whole passage regarding a survey was given. So essentially, if you look at the what which has been coming at NMIMS, it is case based what. So case study based what, जो samples हैं dashboard में, I will show you guys also. read them, understand the different structures which we can adapt to, and prepare ourselves for drafting the answers in a much more structured and an organized way. Okay, two panelists were there, male and female, along the lines of the SOP. Very, very important. Why MBA in finance or business analytics rather than operations? 3 things you like and dislike about the place you currently live in, about your work ex, job profile, responsibilities. What did you do in the gap year? These are important questions. Next, what is stock split? Why companies split their stock? What is bonus? Why some companies give dividend and some do not? What is the face value of a stock? Again, a question related to work experience, but he gave me an ethical dilemma situation and asked me what will be my take. Overall smooth, no GK, no budget questions, which was very important. Essentially, if you look at the kind of weightage, this is what was the weightage that existed last year. We had 50% to NMAT scores, 20% to the Watson Glaser test. PI and work experience had 10% each, and academics and what 5% each. So essentially, if I summarize, NMAT 50%, Watson Glaser test 20%, personal interview 10%, work experience 10%, past academics 5%, what 5%. So major chunk of weightage is to your NMAT, followed by the Watson test, and then your personal interview. तो इस सबको अच्छे से करना है. Read this document of 82 plus interview experiences. It will be helpful to prepare ourselves. Then we will come to the most essential thing, which is the statement of purpose. Like a lot of students said, it was aligned to the SOPs which you had submitted. So yes, 600 plus sample SOPs are available for you guys. Read them, watch them, make sense out of it, draft your own SOPs, upload it onto the CATKing's profile portal for the team to evaluate and give you a feedback on your SOP. All the SOPs we will be reverting in 48 hours to give you guys enough time to make the changes and finally submit it before 24th of January. Please note that's the deadline to submit your application form. 24th January, and you'll have to pay 1,000 rupees for the application form. So that's very, very essential. Okay, so keep that in mind for sure. Next, when you come here, we have to also focus on doing something which is called as case-based WAT. So we will come to our IIM WATPI section on the dashboard, different WAT topics and tips. From here, you will see the case-based WATs, which is a must-do for a couple of IIMs and NMIMS for sure. Here, we will see some sample case studies available for us. And with the sample case studies, there is a solution also given with respect to the structure, like the problem statement, the root cause, what and how does it go ahead. Everything is there, right? So now when you are drafting your solution, you can have different models, different systems being adapted to, different structures of a case study format can be taken up, but make sure you read the entire case study very well. Keep your factual figures and details very much sorted, because that is going to be essential when it comes to your drafting the final WAT and submitting it to the college and getting a good score and evaluation on the same. Good stats makes sure that people are believing that you are a good, well-read reader. Okay, and then we have to make sure, because we will be going there with the approach of knowing our specializations, you will not just wait out here. You will come to the functional dossiers and read each and every what dossier, different types of, which is their marketing, finance, strategy, HR, consulting, operations. All of these dossiers have to be well read, and make sure you guys are prepared to go and give your interviews. Okay, quickly summarizing what we have discussed. We discussed what is the next step. We have to fill in a form, 1,000 rupees for it, start writing your SOP, upload it to the CATKing's dashboard, give the team 48 hours to give you a feedback, and then we make sure gear up for your interview preparation with your personal interviews, Watson test, written ability test. Each one of these things we will take up. We have limited time, 31st January onwards, the actual interviews start. So we've got essentially 20 days in hand. Do not waste these 20 days. Every day 10 to 11 p.m. you will have a one live lecture on the GD WATPI. Sundays you will have an additional class at 7 p.m. with respect to NMIMS only, where we will discuss all the questions that NMIMS has, doubts, queries, give you guys better answers to draft your why MBA and why NMIMS, because you are going to represent yourself to the NMIMS team and the brand, right? So stay tuned to the channel. All the best. See you guys in the upcoming sessions. Do drop in the comment sections your overall score, your sectional cutoffs scores, your sectional scores, and have you met the cutoffs in each of these sections? Which colleges, which campuses are you shortlisted for? Quickly on the comments, drop this out there, and see you guys tomorrow night 11 p.m. on a quick session with the NMIMS Mumbai seniors. NMIMS Mumbai seniors will only be available tomorrow 11 p.m. For the others, we'll do different sessions at a later stage of time. Firstly, we will start with NMIMS Mumbai tomorrow 11 p.m. Okay, thank you so much. All the best. Take care.